So first is very, very, very good evening or rather good afternoon of a Saturday afternoon to everyone here and also to Gokul and to Vikram. So League of
Thank you.
Extraordinary Startups. This is something that tied up with the startup with the founder, saying that look, grab a couple of folks and just have some we keep it crisp 45 minutes by 3:50, 3:55 we should be done. We don't go beyond that.
Okay.
We had the Parul who was there with us last week.
Oh,
And
that.
yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. So Parul from Aerologics. Then we had Manoj who's from Nemocare,
Yes.
and we had Vikram who's from Whiteor Health, and we
Okay.
had Hemant from Kutum. Right? I
Okay.
think these are all people that you might be knowing.
Yeah.
So thank you
Vikram.
so
Vikram Rai, right? From
Vikram
Whiteout.
Rai from Whiteor Health. Exactly, exactly. So
Yeah.
they also had to change their entire thing. Okay, so because contactless, right? Now you don't travel, you don't do tests, you can't go to wherever camps or ports or whatever.
Correct.
Parul also was sharing with us that how the grant slowdown happened. They
Mm-hmm.
struggled with salary. So there was very candid conversations. Okay, so I just want to give a context about
Mm-hmm.
that. So without further ado, Gokul, Minion Labs, Vikram, OCO Water. Okay, so two guys who are really doing amazing work. Really, I have a lot of respect for both of you. So without keeping any order in mind, let's start the conversation piece. Tell us about yourselves, your background, your innovations, and how is life treating you guys? What's going on in the future? Let's go for it.
Sure. Vikram, you are going first.
You do the honors.
All right. All right.
Chennai is leading everywhere now, so.
So Gokul's in Chennai. Okay.
All right. Have you ever heard a guy who got rejected before even appearing for an interview? Well, here I am. I was rejected for like more than 400 job applications before even appearing for an interview during my undergraduate. It's because I had 56 percentage, just 56 percentage cutoff in my 10th standard examinations. The lesser marks that haunted my placement because I was a state level hockey player during my schooling days at 2010, played for Tamil Nadu. And then I met with an accident with which I have to go for like maybe a 4 months of hospital.
Oh.
Bed. So obviously that resulted in lesser marks in 56. So my parents thought like this guy got a 56 percentage in 10th, and how he performs in the next 12th. So which is the entry for any engineering graduate. So they pushed me into diploma, and diploma was like something which interested me. It's more of electronics and not like boring history, geography, and other subjects. So I was extreme opposite from my 10th standard to the diploma, where I was a department topper in diploma, which I did. And later I landed into undergraduate, same in same stream, ECE, where during my final year, this 10th standard mark was taken into consideration for placement, because there's on campus people, they will be having like 60 percentage cutoff in 10th, diploma or 12th, and then the UG, where I lagged in 10th standard. So I was rejected for 400 job applications on on drives and off drives. But I didn't lose my hope. I was like competing in a lot of hackathons and coding challenges, and somehow I made my way into Amazon, and eventually I was the highest paid candidate in the whole batch. And I was working for Amazon as a security expert for like 1 year from 2015 to 16. But I didn't settle with Amazon. Amazon was like it's a great company to work with, but I didn't work. I mean, I didn't like the corporate environment, and I started exploring into my core, which is electronics, and I wanted to do something which is innovative, and that was the outcome of Minion. And as part of the academic awards, I got a first award from Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself at Make in India, as India's second best
Wow.
innovation in energy. And
Wow. Wow.
later, the
Wow.
next month, I got an award from India Smart Grid Forum, Mr. Reggie Kumar Pillai, who was the president of ISGF. And third award is for one of the smart city hackathons. It was happened in Shimoga, for brainstorming a smart city plan for the entire Shimoga city, where I competed legends like Cognizant and few other people, and I got an award there. And
Awesome.
my fourth award is from IIT Bombay. It's part of the Impresario and their technical tech fest, where that actually took a path into entrepreneurship. I met a person, he's a VC in India, where he just gave me a gyan, or like, you are good in this academic, why not you try to sell these products? And that gave me good idea. And this IIT Bombay award came with some prize cash money. So I invested those into manufacturing, and I made around 50 minions. That is the energy auditing tool. And I don't know where to sell, because I'm a engineering graduate. And where shall I sell that? All I know is I buy goods from Amazon, eBay. So let's sell there. And I set up a seller account in eBay and Amazon and Flipkart and few other e-commerce, and did some social media marketing, and that obviously made me a sale of around 232 minions that time at 2016, which got me a sales of around 35 to 40 lakhs. So this actually interested a person who's from Infosys, Mr. Subhash Dar. And Subhash Dar is a chief sales officer of Infosys, ex-chief sales officer. So he wrote a check on me. Why not you continue doing this? And that's how I raised my seed investment at the age of 20. And
Wow, 20 years
then,
old.
yes, and it started. That's how my journey started. And right now, if you look at, I'm 25. Out of in 5 years, most of the time I bootstrap, because I was profitable, because my the solution has both hardware and software. So from the software subscription, I was so much profitable, and used to run the company with around 25 people. And today we have around 5+ airports, and Cisco Systems is one of the big client. And we are into 4 geographical regions: UAE, UK, Europe, as well as in India. So
So,
this is where
Gokul, I
we
want
stand.
to ask you this one question. How much role did luck play with you? And how much role did mentoring? No, I mean, what do you feel? Of course, hard work is there, everything is there. But what were the other factors that helped you?
Luck already, I mean, always was with me, I can say. Even at this COVID-19 times, Minion Labs is 0% affected, because I was still profitable based on the subscription. And little bit luck is I just closed a investment round before this lockdown at February month.
Okay.
And
Fantastic.
that was great luck for me. And mentoring, I always, because I'm not experienced in this field, and I used to get mentorship from my family, as well as mentorship from
Okay.
I used to part from IIC Bangalore and few other people like you also type.
Yeah, we met. We've been meeting for so many years, and you won something at Finland also, right? I don't know if you went to Finland, but I remember you had won a contest from the Business Finland team when they had come down about 6 months back, isn't it? November, I think.
Exactly. In Europe, we have a big foot where we tied up with Cisco as part of the smart cities.
Okay, yeah.
Cisco has a kinetic platform where they into smart cities and things. And
Correct.
likewise, we also working with Schneider Electric Exchange. They are also
Yeah.
into smart city, where
Okay.
they gave a good opportunity to
Hmm.
do a pilot and a lot of deployments of minions in each and every
Correct.
street in Prague,
Okay,
Paris, Indian
fantastic.
cities.
So I think even Vikram has traveled to Israel. You have been to UK. We both had gone together with the UK Department of Technology. So Vikram, how's your journey been? I know you also come from a family of business people. So what and all has happened in your life in the last few years, Vikram? An interesting journey, by the way, Gokul. A lot of things to learn from you. Vikram, I think you're still on mute, buddy. You have to unmute yourself. There'll be a button which says mic on. I think just go there.
Yes, I purposely
Yeah,
kept it on off. I
yeah.
got into conversation with Gokul, so
Okay.
so from my journey perspective, I think it's been a roller coaster. I when I joined the family business, post coming out from college. I think I wanted to be a multitasker. That I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. I can be a superhuman in the office, and I can take care of any task and every task, kind of. But I think where I lost out during that process, that I kind of gave too much of my energy into things which probably could have been outsourced or could have been done in a better way by other people. So from there, I had this good learning that I should focus on what my strengths are, and I should deviate all my energies into one direction instead of trying to spread around them on multiple directions and then kind of do a mediocre job in every step you're doing, rather than trying where I could have done a better job in one specific area, which is probably of my strength. And that's how it started. In I think the real estate did not take me off. It did not interest me much beyond a certain stage. I was in the office for about 4 years, and I kind of felt that probably I'm a extra candidate from the family, in the same office, working like everybody else. So kind of decided that I should. Vijay, I can't hear you. You said something.
I said it's nice of you to not to be a burden on the family, yeah, Vikram.
Yes, I kind of felt, I mean, probably not a burden, but then we were probably, all of us are trying to
Yeah.
do the same thing, right? So
Yes.
instead
So
of
you have to
duplicating
differentiate. Correct.
instead of
Correct.
duplicating the same work, or kind of not utilizing your complete potential. Let's say today we talk
Okay.
in the HR world that we should make 100% utilization of the human resources we have available, and we should not overburden the company, right?
Correct.
And that is why you see a lot of places where firing has been happening, because they kind of realized that probably they had additional resources which were not required, or they had too many resources for the same job. And
Okay.
thankfully, I didn't wait for the COVID to kind of teach me that at my family office. I kind of felt that early on, and then we said, let's see what else we can do. And I had a careful thought that I always wanted to build something on the social side. So wanted to
Hmm.
build a social enterprise and not an NGO per se.
Yeah.
And we looked at what are those challenges, and what definitely comes when you see very clear from the COVID times also that the challenge is always roti, kapda, and makan.
Okay. Okay.
And our family was always into the housing side, so we felt, can I do an affordable housing project and then start building homes?
Hmm.
But I think I realized it early on that probably during my lifetime I'll be able to build only few houses or few thousand houses, and that will not satisfy my social greed in terms of
Okay.
what impact I want to generate on.
Okay. So
And the
from
other,
both your sides, understand better means from both of you, Vikram and Gokul, you all kind of moved away from the family business out of choice and because you all felt you all were better suited for other opportunities.
Absolutely.
absolutely, no doubt about it.
Interesting, very interesting. But why water? Why sustainability? How did this come out and what was your background technology? I mean, you must obviously you have a co-founding team, but how did that work out for you?
So from a water perspective, we looked at what are those challenges, right? I mean, as I said, roti, kapda, makan was like a challenge, but then increasingly there's one more challenge which is going to be like, people say that the next war is going to be for that, and we kind
Okay.
of looked into it and we said, can we fix water? Can we build those technologies which can make water sustainable, intelligent, and affordable, and clean as well in the whole process? And how do
Mm-hmm.
we build that up? And what we have also seen in the last 5-10 years is that what most of the disruptive innovators, as we call them as, right,
Correct,
are
correct.
probably not the ones which are with a new product. They have just leveraged the technology, they've leveraged the increase in penetration of internet, and using those as a layer, they've built efficient products. So we
Okay,
also took the same path, and we said, rather than trying to build a new product itself or a new way of treating water, can we
okay.
look at using technology if it can remove the market inefficiencies, if it
All right.
can allow us to rethink of a new business model and reconsider the way things which have always been done. And that's how
Fantastic.
we kind of looked
Hmm.
into it, and we said, let's build something which is more efficient, more sustainable, and above all, affordable for everyone.
Okay, so how much time do you guys spend with customers? I mean, you have to do research work, you have to understand technology, and you should not be bringing a product that is not going to be really cared for by the paying customer, right? So how do you guys figure those kind of things out? I think that's important for founders to really focus on. Don't love your technology, but love your product and love your customer who's going to pay you. So how does that figure out, for you guys?
Gokul, you want to take or should I go ahead?
Yeah, you can go ahead. I'll
Yeah,
follow.
go ahead, go
Okay.
ahead, go ahead.
Uh,
Please, it's a
okay.
conversation. It's not.
Sure.
So for I think from an OCO perspective, our approach was majorly involved in understanding the customer needs. See, all of us have been drinking water since the ever time we're all of us are born, right? But then the
Yeah.
way we have looked at things were you wanted to see from a customer perspective that what are the needs to be done, what could be a right solution for them, what are the channels to reach them out after your product is built, and what will ensure that you continue to maintain a lead. What should be those right customer relationship channels you need to build with them,
Okay.
and above all it is all about figuring out the right price point, which is profitable from a customer perspective that he can afford it, and also profitable from a company or from an organization perspective that we can afford to take our technologies to even a next level. And it took us about a good amount of a year and a half working with customers around. See, our job involves visiting their home, installing the water purifier in their homes. I think the first few hundred devices which were done, we didn't even had a technician to do that. We went homes, we did the installation by ourselves, we spoke to the customers directly, we looked at what is the behavior pattern there. What is that which needs to be changed from an experience perspective, and how do we enhance those, and we continue to do those closed loop monitoring as well even till date, even after the company has grown to few thousands of customers today. We
Mm-hmm.
believe that that's going to be a very key factor for us to kind of always keep ourselves ahead on that, and see how we can look at in future build in a revolution which will ensure that people the way people think about drinking water changes over a perspective.
Excellent. So that means a lot of effort is there on customer education, customer interactions, and it's a very investment of time, energy, effort that you're putting in as an organization and as a team or whatever it is, right?
Absolutely. I think, see, with every passing phase, right, with every new customer interaction you're encountering these days, I think uh, the whole aspect of our business that, how do we bring more smiles
Hmm.
is actually going
Okay.
up.
Interesting,
It,
huh?
it
To
only,
bring more
it
smiles.
only, yeah, that is what our customers want. They don't want us to kind of keep calling them every day, but all they want is to ensure that the machines working in their home are working seamlessly all the time whenever they need it. And that can
Fantastic.
happen only once we understand not just our product, but then also the difficulties what a
Uh-huh.
customer can probably get engaged into.
Okay. Brilliant, brilliant. Thanks, Vikram. And Gokul, you deal with large companies, right? So there must be a lot of what should I say, pressure, a lot of inquiries keep coming in, and it has to be very seamless. So how does that work for you?
So if I go back to the initial stage where I started, it all started with a Fortis Hospital in Chennai,
Ah,
and
okay.
I come up with this minion, and how do I actually put in action? So the my end goal is energy efficiency, save
Okay.
some money for the client,
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
somehow I got into Fortis through connections, and we went and piloted it. Literally, half of my like the first 3 or 4 months, I literally lived in Fortis Hospital itself,
Wow.
understanding their
Wow.
behavior, and they have like it's not like a different. I mean, each business or each sector has its own appliances or devices. So if you
Okay.
take an hospital, it's CT scanner, MRI scanner, and a lot like that. And I'm not from that background, and I need to study or the pattern of these appliances and devices, and I need to give them a proper recommendation which can able to save some electricity cost.
Correct,
So
correct.
we lived there in the Fortis Hospital. We did the pilot, and the outcome was like a 2017, from 2016 to 17, they had saved 18 lakhs in gross saving from their
Wow, wow.
1.5 crore electricity
Amazing,
bill, which
amazing,
was
amazing.
percentage. So now we have done one case, which is the Fortis Hospital, and I
Mhm.
have 26 buildings of Fortis Hospital across India, which I
Okay.
can do the same replica, the same,
All right.
and I can also do the same for other hospitals, large hospital, medium hospital, small
Hmm, hmm,
hospitals, and
hmm.
clinic. And that's how I started. As per the market study, if you look at the hospital energy efficiency competitors, there are less, because it's not like other sector you simply go around and recommend something. It has to be like very specific action points you have to suggest to the hospitals, because those are all critical care units, which is
Hmm.
like very like you have to take a lot of precautions to give them some
Of
certain
course, of
actions.
course, of course. Uh-huh.
And what we have done, and we are working with the Manipal hospitals and
Hmm.
Fortis Hospital and couple of small bed hospitals as well. And then later why not, we thought like we'll expand to other sectors, and we went to retail sector, which is the Orient Mall. And
Okay.
slowly there were other interesting opportunities which could give us scale, like airports. If you walk into any airports, you defaultly see at least one or two the conveyor belts, the baggage
Hmm.
belt will
Hmm.
not be
Hmm.
working, and you will
Hmm.
be diverted to the your baggage will be at the third or fourth because one and two will
Okay.
not work.
Hmm. Hmm.
And they need a predictive maintenance and alerts for that. So that's where these minions has been installed in those uh, conveyor belts in UAE around 5 airports.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then
Interesting.
there
Very
were,
nice.
there was, after installing it in airport, we got a huge inquiry from Saudi Aramco. That was
Okay.
the world's largest, richest company,
Hmm. Hmm.
and they are into this ONGC, and
Yeah. Yeah.
they wanted to have minions in their oil supply and all these
Hmm. Hmm.
machineries.
But
And we
Gokul,
thought,
Gokul, can I say something? You're making this sound very simple, as if it just fell into your lap. But didn't you ever face customer rejection, some tough times, people, I mean, whatever, right? I mean, B2B sales is not at all easy. So what are some of the learnings, challenges? How did it work for you?
so though the greatest part aside, there are like few challenges as well. As I mentioned, these appliances and devices are a ocean. Each
Okay.
sector has a different ocean, and one ocean is the retail,
Okay.
which like we thought we expand, and we thought I can put forward that the proper market study hasn't been done in that, and we
Mm-hmm.
just kept a leg into that. And we went to a mall, and the mall, each shop has different appliances, different the showcase devices, and each tracking these appliances and showing them individual energy consumption, and then suggesting them the action. It's a never ending job, and
Mm-hmm.
that was a very bad experience which we got. But and then how we tackled that is, we went in a different approach to the mall owner back. Instead of giving a energy efficiency, I can solve you another pain problem which you have more than
Okay.
100 different shops,
All right.
and how is your tariffing is working,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to tarify each and every client. Instead, we can take over that. We can give a automated billing for each and every shop, instead of a manual person goes and does a uh, the energy measurement. And also for each and every shop there is a energy meter, specific energy meter is required for each every shops to be deployed, which is a heavy cost for the mall. That we
Okay.
solved. But and then there was another problem for them. If you look, take a mall, they have three power supplies. One is the utility, one is the solar panel, and one is the diesel generator. And in India, it's like a multi-tariffing. The owner of the mall procures the electricity from the utility, and then he redistributes to the all these shops, and he
Mm-hmm.
tariffs that. So whenever the electricity is being procured from utility and the solar panel, the owner is fine. And when he runs the diesel generator, the diesel price is higher than the utility. But what he
Okay.
tariffs to the end user,
Mm-hmm.
it's not profitable in that. So our minion can able to identify these machineries are running in diesel, or running in utility, or running in green energy source, and accordingly it does a variable tariffing as well. Now
Okay. Are
Orient
you
Mart.
working? Are you working with government, Gokul? Any government companies or any India in
Uh,
India? Are you working with any governments?
so I'm working with public sector, but
Okay.
in with governments it is like B2G, not as B2G,
All right.
because
Interesting. Okay. And how does people like Cisco and all help you? I mean, you have been part of the Cisco Launchpad. I know Senthil and Shruti are wonderful people who have done so much of good things for the ecosystem. But if you can just share a couple of pointers about how they assist and guide and everything, it'll be great.
Cisco Accelerator, I say, like, if I recall back your earlier question, that was a little bit of luck that we entered into Cisco Launchpad
Okay.
Accelerator.
Okay. Okay.
And Cisco gave us like a multiple entries. And one is as part of a mentoring session. We had a
Mm-hmm.
good mentor from Alchemist Accelerator, and they tied up strategically, and that really helped us in good insights. How do we place this minion brand, and at what business model? Because in business models also we came across a big challenge in how do I collect money from the end user.
Most
And
important.
secondly, they pulled us in each and every in these exhibitions and booths where Minion Labs as a startup, they couldn't able to afford for the
Yeah,
exhibition
yeah.
booths and all, but they were really and holding us, and they gave us a booth space, and that was a little bit of marketing. But
Uh-huh.
more than these two, it's a go-to market where
Okay.
just today morning I had a call with Cisco Kinetics team to like have an integration of Minion these data into the Cisco Launchpad, sorry, Cisco Kinetics dashboard. It's a smart city dashboard where they have implemented a lot of sensors in Jaipur, Ahmedabad, and what they are missing is the energy data, and that's where the Minion Labs comes in, and they provide
Okay. Fantastic.
this data inside that. So
Fantastic.
it's a red carpet for us. We just like need to be a hardware and data enabler, and then they give the analytics and give it to the government or the
Yeah.
public.
Yeah. I think startups, technology startups in Bangalore, in India, are very privileged and lucky. Of course, they work hard. It's a lot of competition, but I can give a shout out to all the accelerators that even TIE we are working with and all the embassies, right? I think the UK embassy people are very nice. Cisco, Bosch, you have Target, you have AB InBev, you have Lowe's Innovation Lab doing wonderful things, definitely.
Absolutely.
Fantastic, Gokul. And Vikram, you have traveled to different countries. You have got a lot of support from various agencies also, right? So I know for a fact that you're one guy I really respect because you always are doing research work and you share opportunities. I mean, that's something that I really love about you, right? You're very dildar admi. You
Thank
always talk to people, you share information, you try to guide them, etc. Right? So how do you get this information? How do you stay alert to opportunities, etc.? Would love to know more about that.
I think it's all about staying in connection with everyone. Most of the people whom I have, could have interacted in the last 4 5 years, at least I have seen that, if anytime they think of water, they think of Osho or they think of me as the first person. So they see any
Fantastic.
article, they see any review, they see anything happening in the water space, not just in drinking, but water in general as a subject. I think I keep getting those links back. And I think that's
Okay.
how I've kind of kept myself engaged with as well. That if I find something relevant, say to you or to Gokul, which is in probably in your space, I kind of keep
Hmm.
do this sharing back. And I read a
Yeah.
lot of articles. I read a good number of magazines as well. Try to stay alert on the social platforms which are meant to kind of where technology details are being shared, and that keeps me informed, and I do my bit because that's the only way I have learned, right? Coming
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
zero water background with absolutely no idea on what a software or a hardware is, I have learned it the hard way, and I'm trying to see if I can make it simplified for others to get that research, get that information. It just comes back to you again, probably not from that, from the same business, but then it gives me back in terms of my water business.
Okay, fantastic. So to from the inputs that I'm getting from this conversation is that you have to do your research work. You have to stay very, very tuned to what's happening around the ecosystem. I think Gokul for you also, right? I mean, you always kept in touch with people. You were doing research work. You were trying to find out opportunities. And Vikram, of course, I know how much work you do to share information out. How else are you? Okay, if I have to ask you this question, and since we want to talk to startups, right? Who are the
Mhm.
other startups that you admire, like in the ecosystem? It doesn't have to be in your space at all, but can you give a quick shout out of some of the good quality startups, the founders who are solving big problems and are growing, they're creating employment, making some money also for themselves and for the company?
Uh, Gokul.
I admire a startup. They are based in Bangalore. Their name is Hasiru Dala. And Hasiru Dala, the founder name is Shekhar. And Shekhar is literally more than my father's age. And so Shekhar is doing a tremendous work. They have a private people of waste picker group in Bangalore, more
Okay,
than
okay,
5,000
okay.
people.
Wow, wow, wow.
It is like they are providing, like if they do not have vehicle, they are providing their vehicle as well. And it's not like they are working for Asirudala. They are like each waste picker is an entrepreneur. They own a vehicle and they go and do a waste picking, and then they earn from it. So they are providing a good opportunity. And like if you look at the team of like 5,000, which is also increasing from
Okay,
like
wow.
2 year.
Oh,
So
that's
that
impact. Yeah,
starting
that's
was like
impact. That's a lot of impact.
yes, it's a social impact, and that I admire a lot. And in
Okay.
terms of technology, there is another company called Solarify. They are based in Delhi, actually. These people are like a bunch of IIT Mandi students. They used to run a drone on top of your the building, and this drone just like goes was 4 times 4 corners, and it goes back,
Huh.
and within that four rotation it will like capture your entire terrace, and it gives more than 10 pages of report, like these are
Wow.
all the places where you can place solar panels, and if you place this much solar panel, how much energy input it gives,
Hmm.
and if you give some the what's the energy consumption, what is the ROI, everything they give, and they also neatly come and do a solar
Interesting.
panel installation.
Very
And
interesting.
right.
Okay, good. And what about your Cisco Launchpad colleagues? I think you must have become friends with many of them now, from the other startup founders. I've also met a few of them. Really nice people. So how are they doing, Gokul? I mean, what's happening in the ecosystem as such? I mean, how are the founders doing? What do you guys talk to each other about?
So as part of the Cisco Launchpad accelerator, there are like other fellow startups founders right now. Because of this COVID-19,
Hmm.
there isn't any like the founders whom I spoke to, similar like Minion Labs. They are not like sitting at home and like let's COVID passes. They are like let's do something intelligently, and how
Hmm.
can we use this COVID-19, the lockdown more productive, so that they would be a mile away than the competitor.
Okay.
And some of like I spoke with a company called Velmine, and Velmine is into Li-Fi technology,
Okay.
and these guys are like trying to measure the temperature, and in the bunch of if there are a lot of people around, and they try to get what is the temperature of individual people from from the light perspective. That was very very innovative. I don't know how they are doing that, but it was like it has been possible, and they could do some trialing here and there. And
Okay.
also there were other people like SenseGears, and then a few other startups who are really doing well. And yeah,
Good. Good. I mean, it's a shout out to all these guys, right? I mean, just wishing them all the very best and hope
sure.
they really prosper, Google. I mean, that's what really matters. And Vikram, what's happening at your end? Who are you in touch with? What's happening in the ecosystem? What are your thoughts around what's the future?
Uh, well, I think the future is going to be brilliant. I think one conversation which I kept hearing from the last 2 months from where people felt that we have gone or economy has gone 10 years back, 15 years back. People have given their own numbers, but
Hmm.
then I feel that whatever has happened in the last 2 months, right, in specific, is going to take us 20 years ahead.
Okay.
How that
Okay.
is going to happen? Because the way we want to design things, the way we want to prepare for contingencies, the way we want to do everything in our life, from education to water to saving electricity to deforestation, you name a thing. I think all of that, what people would have done in the next 20 years, people will try to now do it in the next 2 years or next 3 years or next 5 years. So we're going to
Interesting.
leap forward into 20 years instead of going back 10 years.
Hmm.
This is what I see as an opportunity coming in, because for example, if there was a particular problem in servicing a customer's requirement, right? It could be any startup. We would have always tried using non-digital resources, especially in appliances. Maybe in Gokul's case or my case, we will try to probably kind of resolve it by sending in someone physically to the location. But given the COVID times, I think people would have realized, which we have been doing it for the last 2.5, 3 years, that how do we get into remote maintenance without even sending a technician on site? How do
Hmm.
we still fix things remotely? How do we have DIY way of doing things? How do we have things move automatically? Get those reports generated? How things can happen in a much more seamless manner? Which we would have done it probably in the next 5, 10, 20 years, but now we are blessed to kind of get that done in the next 2 years, and get your team hooked up on it. That hey, we got to solve this much before. we see another crisis coming in the way.
Okay,
Our
brilliant,
crisis
brilliant.
management skills will become better, uh, and certainly there are industries I see which will have a lot of futuristic benefit from this the 60-day, 90-day, or 180-day lockdown. I hope it doesn't happen less 180 days. But then technically, it's good from a future perspective, is what my belief is.
Hmm.
And in
Yeah,
terms
And
I
of
mean, of course, health is important, but yes, but innovation is going at a breakneck speed. That's what Gokul, you and Vikram are saying, right? That's what really matters.
it
Awesome.
will go faster the engagement with which probably startups wanted to engage with corporates, right? Could be
Okay.
with their innovation teams. I think that is going to go
Hmm.
much rapid now, because now
Fantastic.
corporates will have a little more lenient time to kind of rethink through
Hmm.
their own business, and they would feel it
Okay.
is going to be a lesser investment if they work with a startup and then move up the startup rather than trying to do build things on their own. And you would have seen that happening. For example, in the Geo platform space as well, all the companies which
Yeah.
Geo has acquired in the last 2 years, Geo could have built it by themselves with the money they have. But why they
Hmm.
engage with the company, why they want to venture into them, do a collaborative effort. I think the world is going to call for collaboration, and
Okay.
it's a good thing for the startups that they will get at an early stage. I feel they will get strategic partnerships rather than hunting around behind VCs, who would just probably double,
Yeah.
triple the
Yeah.
money on a valuation gain. You'll get a long-term
Understood.
partner
Understood.
rather than a short-term relationship.
Fantastic, yeah, guys. Because see, just to give a quick perspective, so I've also been talking to a lot of the accelerators, the UK innovation teams, the Netherlands folks, people from Canada and Israel and everyone. They really are looking at India. So there's a great opportunity. There's of course India means competition. There's a lot of competition as well. And I think health tech, fintech, edtech, the water, Vikram, the space that you're in, and Gokul, I think recently you had also been to the innovation consortium with AB and Bev and all these guys, right? They're also talking to you in seeing
absolutely.
how they can work with you, right, Gokul? That's really nice. And what is the new innovations that you've come out with over the last couple of months, Gokul? Because I know that you're doing some work around UV, which can, I mean, what's up with that? Have you got something to show to us?
Sure. So this is nothing but UV box. You can able to see here.
Okay. Yeah, we can. Just yeah.
All right. So until this COVID-19, I mean, evolved, there isn't any necessary for a UV box, UV product
Okay.
sanitizing box for the consumers like this. But it's
Okay.
not new into the market. It's a 80
Mm-hmm.
years old technology where they have been using these UV products for sanitization for in hospitals for surgical equipments, and even if you walk
Wow.
into saloons you
Wow.
can look like similar like this where
Okay.
they have used for saloon equipments to sanitize, and
Okay. Okay.
generally the UV lights come into water purifiers, etc. So we just repurpose the use of the product, and so we named it as Minion Labs UV SAF. So this has like a kind of
Okay.
a 28 liters capacity, and the UV lights are retrofitted inside, and it's similar like a microwave oven. It can go anywhere and everywhere in the homes, office, and other places. So the specialty
So
of the
have you
product
started?
is like,
Have you started giving it out to people, testing it? Is it a
yes.
commercial and you?
Yes. It is in commercial. We have almost completed 4 batches, and each batch of 100 units. So currently
Oh,
we are in the count
fantastic.
of 133. I hope by yesterday we closed. And
Oh,
uh, yes, we partnered with the Bangalore Apartment Federation, where we are
okay.
keeping these products in the common box or courier in the courier room for each and every apartments. And
Okay.
we also like talking with targeting restaurants, chains, and
Nice,
hotels and
nice.
hospitals. And also
Brilliant.
like people can buy it from our website.
Okay. So you're a good sales guy, yeah, Gokul? You know how to talk business. Very nice, very nice, very nice.
So
So
this
good, yeah. So,
product like we come up totally in a work from home call. So while at March month we were completely locked down. So
mm-hmm.
the box, the whole outer enclosure was made in someone's house with a 3D printer, and we did that. and from there we dunzoed all the parts, and went to another corner of Bangalore. We did other the retrofits, all these bulbs, and then from there it went to another part. So in individual houses itself, we could able to finish this, and
So
then
you can amazing, man, amazing. You should write about a supply chain management, logistics, how you use Dunzo, 3D printing. Wow, this is brilliant, Gokul. And how do you sell? But I mean, easy to you could deliver it without any problems. Any challenges you faced to?
So until this May 1st, May 16, I think there isn't any logistics outside of Bangalore. And when we
Okay,
launched this at May starting, we got around 200 something pre-orders in the website signed
okay,
up.
wow, wow, wow.
Since we had a payment gateway there and everyone paid, and we could not able to give the device out of ship the device out of Bangalore, and we literally
Okay.
had to cancel all the orders outside from Bangalore
Oh,
and
okay.
refund the money. And then once this May 16, the logistics has been eased. So now it has been taken care, and we started shipping across India.
Excellent. Across India. Okay. Oh, this is a
We
great
are doing
product,
a
Gokul.
across India with FedEx and
Okay. So Gokul, quick questions, right? And this is for both of you. See, now, there are a lot of technology tools, and there are also platforms where you can talk about a product. You can unveil a product. You can use Facebook Lives. You can use YouTube. So how do you really? I mean, this is something that I would love to get this information out to some of the founders, right? Considering the challenges that are there today,
sure.
how do you get more information out about your product? What do you do? Like some growth hacks, some tools, some platforms, anything that you can talk about?
So with Minion Labs, right now for this market, for this product, we are doing a marketing strategy of influencer marketing. We got some
Okay, okay.
handful of around 15 actors from Tamil Nadu, Kannada, and Andhra, the southern part, where
Ah,
they are about to starting their promotional activities in their Instagram, in their Facebook,
oh,
and
fantastic, man.
pages. Also, we are into since this is a B2C product which I'm positioning,
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
and for a direct consumer, we felt like maybe a TV ad. So we got
Okay.
a actor, a famous face in the southern part. So he is going to act, and we are
Wow,
going to do a TV
man,
advertisement.
amazing.
But this is
This,
again, this is my first time experience with the B2C product, because all I did
okay.
last 5 years
Yeah,
was into
yeah.
B2B.
Large companies, yeah, B2B, yes, enterprise. Okay. Awesome,
So
man.
now
Awesome.
I'm also like, looking forward for a great experience and journey into this B2B.
Brilliant, yeah. All the best, Gokul. So, Vikram, what do you have to say to this, man? This is like crazy, yeah. B2B, B2C, Gokul, and 25. You're 25 years old, right, Gokul? Tell the truth, huh? Show us your birth certificate. No,
Exactly,
just joking.
sir.
So, Vikram, what do you have to say, bro? Because you're the rock star in the, outreach and marketing as well. So, what do you feel that Gokul is doing, and what are you guys doing for your product? How do you manage the current situation?
Current or past, I think our approach has always been that customer is the one who's going to get me more customers. So we focused on
Oh, nice,
only
nice.
making the customer happy, enhance our
Okay,
customer experience wherever we can, however we can, and just keep focusing on the customer side of it. And I think Dhanda just follows. There is no
okay.
way that, if you're not delivering, or if you're delivering whatever you have promised to your customers,
Mm-hmm,
there's no way
mm-hmm.
that you will not go and talk to 10 more customers.
So
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 far,
Vikram, so do you call people? Do you call your customers on I mean, what is the methodology that you use to keep in close connect? Is there a
I,
process? Is there a CRM? What do you do?
I think the best process is to get the customer feedbacks. If you get zero complaints, I
Mm-hmm.
think that's the feedback. You've got it what you all wanted, right? The more
Okay,
complaints you have on your customer side coming to you, I think we track the number, how many of our complaints are coming down, if at all they are.
okay,
Right? We
okay,
just look
okay,
into that. If there is any reason that there's a complaint going up, fix that
okay,
solution before the next 100 customers are going to face it. Don't wait for
okay.
1,000 customers to face a particular complaint. The moment you
Mm-hmm.
find that there is a trend happening, say the same complaint has been registered by 2 customers, three, five, try to take an action at that point itself. Don't wait for that problem to become bigger,
Ah,
or for that issue to become, because that's how you can escape out or enhance the experience for the next 995 customers on your list. Five, you
Okay.
have handled it in a great way, but the 995, you have avoided them from that trouble. They're gonna love you much more, and that's what brings in
Yes.
more
Yes.
orders to Osho. And the amount of money we have spent on marketing, sales, advertisement, etc. till date has been zero. There
Okay.
is not
It's
even
all
a
word of
single
mouth
penny which has gone.
references. Okay. Interesting.
and
Very
and we
interesting.
believe and we believe that's the only way to go forward. I can't
Okay.
compete with anyone on the amount of money they can spend on marketing campaigns,
Mm-hmm.
but I can definitely compete with anybody, any company in the domain on the customer experience.
Fantastic.
Beat us if you
Fantastic.
can, is what we always say.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So, how are the rest of the founders doing? What are you guys talking about, Vikram? I mean, everyone is okay. You all exchange notes. What is the learnings, innovations, anything new happening?
I think the few founders who are kind of facing the downside because of maybe lack of funds or team, they couldn't sustain with the teams with a limited fund available. Uh, Few might have to unfortunately shut down because the whole market has changed for them now, and if they have to
Okay.
redesign, redevelop their own product, they'll
Mm-hmm.
have to probably raise a good amount of funding, start from zero again. Few founders don't want to do start from zero. They want to go back to corporate jobs
Okay.
back
Okay.
again. But I also see, as I said before as well, that the opportunity to innovate now is going to happen much faster. If you see in Gokul's case as well, he has designed the UV system in the lockdown period. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
not for COVID, he wouldn't have redesigned or he wouldn't have designed or thought of a UV system to be done even in the next 5-10 years. You see, with the
Yeah.
resilience in
True.
which he could move parts, build parts from one corner of Bangalore to the other corner of Bangalore, and ship them around. We wouldn't have thought of these ideas, if not for what was imposed on us due to the strange
Yeah.
situation around us. So I think
Agreed. Agreed.
I think it's going to be time for innovation. Now, whether that has a digital element in it or not, or that has a human element in it or not, is going to be a question. Because if you don't have the human element adding up to the digital side, right, I think things are just going to get failed. So I feel
Okay.
you got to integrate the human side and the digital side, to take things forward in a rapid way.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting, Vikram. So,
Interesting.
I think, guys, we should also say something else here, Gokul. I mean, I think both of you will know a lot of founders who might decide not to continue with the startup journey, but they're good people, right? They're really hardworking. They're really nice people. And this is something that I've been speaking to our ecosystem partners also. A lot of them are really looking at startup founders, see whether it is VCs or the angel investment forums or even the innovation teams and the companies like Lowe's, AB InBev and all. We had a recent conversation. They say that look, these startups are good folks, and they're always opening their doors to kind of employ these guys because they're wonderful, hardworking, and they're doing so much of effort. So people should not give up hope, right? I mean, and something that you guys, since you all also know so many people, just spread the word out. If there's anything that we can do for them, connect them with more people, I'd love to do that. Okay. So now tell me something,
Absolutely.
guys. We have always it's been a very positive conversation. But when you were talking to your team members, and when things were not going so right, where is some like mental issues or people lost hope or they got depression or whatever? Did you have these challenges, and what did you guys do to come out of it?
I can take this.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I think most of the people, people whom you think or you just indicated that they've got into depression or they feel dejected in life, they feel little
Yeah,
low in
yeah.
life. I think a part of
Hmm.
that is because maybe their salaries have not come on time. They
Yeah.
had EMIs to pay, they had monthly, because see, offices got closed, but our home expenses are still on, right? Nothing else in
Yeah.
life has
Yeah.
stopped except for your work, except for your
Yeah.
salaries. Salaries getting
Correct. Correct.
delayed, pay cuts, insecurity about the jobs. I think I felt probably one of those major reasons why people were kind of feeling low. Apart from that, there is no dhanda, but I still have expenses. I have rent to pay it. I have
Hmm.
all my expenses to be covered. And one way
Correct.
or the other, which companies have also supported on the other side, is by paying them, probably a part salary because companies were also not making any revenue.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I admire all those founders, all those corporates, who could,
Hmm.
get their cash backs, that, whatever reserve cash they maintained over a period of
Hmm.
time, or
Hmm.
they would have probably thought of spending that money on the future marketing campaigns or the future R&D campaigns. I think people have moved that money back and said, first we got to survive this year. We got to survive the next few months. We can always innovate. We can always spend money on R&D. We can always do even more advertisement next year. But what matters is today, how do you keep your team intact? And for your team to be kept intact, their family requirements are to be taken care of. If their family is unhappy, and all that will fall back to your business. And at Osho, touch wood, we haven't reduced even a single penny of salary.
Fantastic.
All our
Fantastic.
workers, all our employees, all my colleagues are still working from home. We have not told them to report until things are in favor. We have also looked at taking care of the additional costs which they have incurred at home by if they had to buy a new internet connection, if they had to buy a new data pack to do the office work, we have compensated for that as well. We've also looked in that in case if they have if they need some sort of a additional financial support, probably if they have a college going kid, or they have they have to meet some other contingency expenses, paying up a EMI, because probably he is getting the salary but then his wife is not getting salary, right? And probably her salary was actually compensating for the EMI of the home or taking care of the expenses. We're looking at giving that as a soft loan to them, so that it gets adjusted to their future salaries. And I believe that's a good way of kind of keeping them intact with you and building up that loyalty. You don't need documents to be signed that I'll stick around with you for 4 years, 5 years. I think you're able to build this human relationship in the digital world. I think all of them will stay with you for a longer time. Probably when I take this as a learning that maybe after 3 years, 4 years, if my company or if the organization is not able to spend them, give them a salary, say for a month or so, maybe they will come back and they'll support. Hey, I'll probably take a cut on my own this year, or I don't expect a hike for the next year, because we all got to support the company in the long run. So it's both about give and take, and this is something which I've learned from my grandfather. So it's all what he has thought. I'm trying to put that into practice into my life.
Amazing, man. That's like different thinking, Gokul. Isn't it, Gokul? Very different from. That's why he's a businessman. Huh? Awesome. I like this human relationship and goodwill in the times of work from home and digital transformation and wow, it's impressive. I like this. I really like this. So Gokul, how are things with you and your team? I mean, how are things all okay? What's happening out there?
So in Minion Labs, first and foremost, before the time of March month, I wrote to my team through a common email. First thing out of there are three priorities we took. The first priority is like the safety is the paramount for everyone.
Of course.
So we can only make positive contributions and live our purpose and values if we stay healthy and avoid spreading the virus. So the whole R&D of this new product, everything was done at each and everyone's house. And doing this R&D, hardware R&D in a home is not like, because we do not have the components required set of tools at each one's home. So how do we tackle it is like we have to buy and send these components or the hardware equipments, whatever is required for each one's home, and according to their the designation which we did. And secondly, business continuity is the key. So I strongly believe like the Minion Labs, which is right now, is will not be like this if that the first 10 employees are not with me, because it's not just the founder comes with the idea and the funding comes there, but the first 10 employees who actually works and who builds the company.
Correct.
So the business continuity is the key, and everyone, they did their part to how do we sustain the savings, how do we bring this product into the market, and how can we sell without adjusting into the safety, everyone's personal safety. And third, to the extent you can, please provide a helping hand to the communities around us. And this is the moment that my team and Minion Labs to demonstrate grace under pressure. So many people and companies will be like much harder to hit than Minion Labs, like will have to cope with a graver challenge as a result of this crisis. So in all these things, like the mindset also applies to all of us. Being myself as a colleague in the Minion Labs, I too have my personal problem. I haven't met my family for last 6 months, and I was just missed category. I like February month I was in Italy, and that was a great escape from Italy to like came back to Bangalore
Yeah, yeah,
and just
yeah.
Christmas category. And before that 3 months, Italy, I went and met my mom and parents. So even I have my personal hurdle, and the same with my other colleagues who has come from far away and was staying
Correct.
here in PGs and hostels, and they are working for us. So here, the whole team is like acting as a family, taking care of each other. And what is your problem? And even we haven't did any pay cut or any like sending off the employees
Mm-hmm.
out from the Minion Labs. So we supported each other, and this is how it goes.
So,
And
Gokul, you must be having people older than you working in your organization, or are they all youngsters like you?
everyone are older. Everyone are older.
So, how do you tackle that, man? I mean, do you ever face challenges? I mean, or is it all good?
That is a big conversation. Generation X, Y, Z. So I am from N Generation Z, and my co-founder is from Generation X, and
Okay.
all these working people are like into Generation Y. And it's not like just because I'm sitting as a CEO in a designation, and they have to like
Yeah, yeah.
whatever I say they have to take. But it's like earning the respect,
Okay.
and how am I treating them is how are they gonna treat me back.
Okay. I love that.
And
Earning the respect, walking the talk, that's important. Awesome.
exactly.
So Gokul and Vikram, what are the like? See, I mean, in this time when you, of course, go. I mean, Vikram is a family man. He's got children and everything. But what were the new learnings that you did, right? I mean, you all spend this time to learn new technologies, new tools, some new, like what is the kind of stuff that you did? How do you all keep your sanity going in these times?
So I learned cooking.
That's interesting. So what can you make now? What can you do now, Gokul? Tell us what you can do.
So I can do most of the South Indian dishes, and I even gone up to like doing pastries, cakes. So before the lockdown, I used to be like, I'm not a family man. I'm a single man. So most of the
Yeah, yeah.
time, I order from Swiggy. All three
Okay.
meals per day, I used to order from Swiggy and Zomato. Now
Okay.
I'm like literally felt scared to buy if any deliveries. Maybe the corona will come.
Okay, okay, understood,
That's
understood.
how
No,
I
I know.
started.
Good, good. No, that it's smart. Yeah, it's. I mean, please, you should be careful, Gokul. You must take care of yourself, right? I mean, that's important. And what about you, Vikram? What do you do?
I think what I missed in the last 3.5, 4 years of my travel, continuous travel. I used to be
Uh-huh.
like 15, 20 days in a month. I'm out from Bangalore.
Yeah.
What I missed,
Home food. You miss home food?
I know how to cook, so I used to always carry home food. But then what I
Yeah, yeah.
probably didn't spend much time was with the family in terms of with my kids, with parents, and all of us stay together. So I think the last two
Okay.
months were a great opportunity for me to kind of relive those moments which I've lost. And I've also
Okay.
kind of realized that I really don't have to make, those small meetings can just be done on a phone call or on a video call. I really don't have to travel to a Japan, to a UK, to Israel,
Okay.
or even out
All
of
right.
Bangalore, to get those conversations. And most of
Hmm.
my traveling was, to attend exhibitions, to attend
Yeah,
conferences,
yeah.
and
That's zero now. Next,
and
whatever.
and I
Yeah.
thank COVID for it. That
Hmm.
now I can cut down all that of unnecessary travel. Where probably the conference was only one day, but I had to spend 3 days of
Hmm.
travel up and down, come back,
Yeah. Yeah.
get relaxed.
Yeah.
I think since conferences and most of the learning which I had to do has moved online, I think I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
have more savings in terms of time. I think I'm learning more about water now than what I was doing last 4 years, because now
Interesting.
the
Very
opportunity was
interesting.
to, because you have a same conference in two different countries at the same time, you can't attend, but now I'm able to do. And with the
That's
conference organizers have been kind enough to share recordings. If like 3 days back there was a conference
yeah.
on
Hmm.
water
Hmm.
at 1:30 in the night. And I thought,
Wow.
I
Wow.
kept an alarm that I'll wake up at 1:30, but then I don't know.
Ah.
I think I told maybe around 12:45 or something at midnight. But thanks to the organizers, they could share a recording, so which I could
Very
view it the
sweet. Very
next day.
sweet. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. See, I have one request from you guys also. I know it's more than one hour that we've been talking.
Sure.
Share some resources out, guys. I promise to, from your LinkedIn. If there are some good resources, good insights, good reports, whatever, WhatsApp is there. We are both in touch, and share it on your LinkedIn so I can reshare it our communities. Vikram, we are
Certainly.
part of common WhatsApp groups.
Yep.
Any opportunities you gonna, I mean, see, because I respect the fact that you guys are always, getting a lot of information that can be of use to our viewers and to our ecosystems.
Sure.
And guys, like, see, I mean, this is a we're just doing this League of Extraordinary Startups through the help of Jagat, who himself is a founder, by the way. And Vidphone, it's from I met them because from the NASCOM Center of Excellence, where I used to chill with these guys, wonderful bunch of folks.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to the endeavor here is, and let's do it as an ecosystem, okay?
Yeah.
We want to get as many founders to talk about their product innovation, their journeys, how they're fighting the battles of life, okay? So what else, guys? What's your closing remarks? And I don't want to take up more of your time as well. I mean, I really energized by this conversation, but some thought processes, insights, resources for our founders out there. Wonderful bunch of entrepreneurs.
I think I would like to thank Jagat for Vidphone. I'm assuming that's how we pronounce it, right? Uh, initially,
Yeah,
I was
Vidphone is correct. Vidphone is correct. Yeah.
initially I was kind of like, what this platform is. I have a dozen apps on my phone, and I've never seen this Vidphone. And I was worried on how
Okay.
the transmission is going to be. Is it going to be clutter free and break free experience? And I think it's a great job pulled up by Jagat and his entire team.
Yeah. It's a
Congratulations.
local product, by the way. Yeah? It's a total local product from scratch. Last
Yes,
2 3 years they've been working on it.
yes.
Yeah.
I would say, where government is talking made in India, I would say this is made in Bengaluru and made in NASCOM.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. 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 So it
So,
ticks a lots of boxes.
yes, so I'm happy to see a made in NASCOM product kind of used.
Excellent.
And I,
Excellent.
in fact, if someone from NASCOM is listening, I urge them to move all their Zoom calls, move all their other calls to a vid phone call. Because until unless the NASCOM team themselves don't start using this as a platform, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The publicity of that will get affected, because
Very true.
it is like
Hmm.
contradicting, right? That I have a platform, but then I want to use like the manufacturer of iPhone would say, no, I will use probably a Samsung. It doesn't look good, right? So I think
Yeah.
NASCOM, I will definitely write to the concerned also there. I'll tell them to use Bitphone, instead of Zoom calls, which they have been doing. Thanks to
That's
Ty,
nice of you, Vikram.
thanks to Ty for taking this initiative of supporting, one more startup, one more person in the journey. And I'm sure all the future time meetings will be on Bitphone. And because it's very seamless, you just put the link and then you're on. You don't have to
Yeah.
download
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
software. Don't do anything,
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
It actually doesn't take up bandwidth on your phone, I think. No, I mean, like honestly, we struggle with that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And see, and also the yeah.
I couldn't see the bandwidth side, but then the experience I think so far has been amazing, and certainly
Yeah.
I will also try to see if Osho is organizing any video calls in future. We would rather do it with phone, and and don't zoom in and
Okay.
zoom out.
Awesome. Super awesome. Super awesome. And Gokul, what would you like to say? Thanks, Vikram. That was beautiful words from you.
Thank you.
So same goes with me. Thanks a lot, Jagat, for this a wonderful platform. If you might hear the pre-conversation, I and Vikram had a conversation this about with phone. There isn't anything to download. Whenever I used to have this whenever a person third party is inviting for a video call, and it's like, for example, 3 o'clock is the video call. I log in at 2:55, and then and there it will ask for some download, and the download will never end up. Will be like 3:15 or 20 minutes late for the video calls. But this was like just a quick turnaround, got into life. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
thing,
No,
and
no, it's
like
nice.
glad to know that it's from NASCOM and in Bangalore, made
I
in
think
NASCOM and
Yeah.
Bangalore.
Vijayda, you should push this
Yeah.
to all the innovation labs you
I
have,
will. I will.
right? They should be
Absolutely. I
moving
mean, give
to
some
Bitphone.
feedback, guys. I mean, yeah, yeah. So I mean, just give some feedback that it's a nice platform. See, we're not against anyone, but let's give it a shot. A local product made in India, made in Bangalore. Why can't we test it out and check it out and just, that's why. And just
Absolutely.
to let you know, right, this is a third episode, guys. I was just sharing with you guys. So any other founders that you think that we should be having conversations with, Vikram? I mean, we have been also talking about, see, while Thai, we're doing a lot of stuff. We also want to do reverse pitches. We want to get more and more startups to get connected with possible customers, possible accelerators, investor connect programs, anything that can help the ecosystem. Okay. And I mean, you guys also know so many founders who need a helping hand, who have innovation. I mean, we can't really do much for idea stage. We don't want to get too much over there. But like what Gokul showed us, right, Vikram? That beautiful product that he has created in just 3 months, we're using so much of innovations and jugaad and the cooperation of his team. We would love to showcase all this. So there's a request that I have from all you guys that whoever is listening in, and from you, Gokul and Vikram, let's do what we can for the ecosystem, guys. See, because you all have got a helping hand, and maybe we can do more for everyone, isn't it?
Yep, you have my heart and soul for it.
Yeah, Mini Labs is
I
also
know that
like
much.
yeah, we are also reaching out to like I have a couple of founders actually sitting in my office itself. They
Okay.
are
Oh,
like
really?
couldn't
Okay.
able to yeah. The COVID has hit them a lot, so I said we have a
Okay.
good
Okay.
office over here. Why not to just come over here for
That's
3 to 6 months,
so kind of
and
you.
you can. So we are also happy to do a shared resource and doing this. So
Hey,
maybe I
man,
can
that's awesome.
helping. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, let's do it, yeah, because I think it's important, it's necessary also. And how and what else are you all doing in terms of, say, I want to know this, okay, very honestly. The work from home tools, what are the digital hacks that you have? I mean, what are the tools that you guys use, if you don't mind sharing? For example, Vikram, what are you using otherwise for all your communication, tracking, etc., etc.? What do you guys do from the digital point of view?
From a customer perspective, of course, we have a dashboard built in. So any query comes in, whether it's a service request or whether it's a new installation request, all that gets it's anyways digital. But for me
Okay,
to kind of
okay.
maintain communication with all the fellow co-founders or the community in general, so far I've
Hmm.
found WhatsApp has been a great tool for me, and
Okay, okay.
not to forget LinkedIn as well. So if I want to connect
Of
with a
course, of
new
course.
guy, I think LinkedIn has been a great thing for me. I think probably I'm the
Okay,
last one to join LinkedIn. If you see in comparison, if how many members have joined, I think it's only a year and a half
uh-huh.
I'm on LinkedIn, but then I've been more
Okay.
active in the last 6 9 months. Because
All
it's
right,
a good way
interesting.
of kind of keeping in touch with what's happening around, what are people in
Hmm.
your community doing. So these are the two tools which I am kind of using it, and then I always prefer to kind of do a video call now these days instead of just a phone call. At least you get to see the
Okay.
person in face, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get to you're not
Yes,
missing that
yes.
factor of connecting each other, making an eye contact and so on.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. So WhatsApp, LinkedIn, to make more video calls so you can have face-to-face, kind of digital face-to-face conversations.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Super awesome. And of course, I'm sure email tools, do you all send a lot of emails out, Vikram, or I mean, how does it work for you? Because you have
Yeah, I mean,
customers, right?
yeah, customer emails is taken care by the customer care team, right? I handle more of strategy and alliance.
Strategy and alliances. Okay, okay.
So my email
So
interaction
when you
is
say,
typically with
all right.
with those water scientists with whom we are working with. Emails
Okay,
are
okay.
primarily with the new partnerships which we engage to.
All right. So when you say alliances, Vikram, like what kind of alliances do you do? I mean, what do you mean by alliances?
So see, water is a complex subject, right? It's not
Hmm.
as clear as what it looks like. So
Okay.
most of our alliances are in terms of building the new technology. How do we have new partnerships built in? Like we're looking to expand
Okay.
beyond the Indian region. So
All right.
alliances could be in terms of identifying partners for you to work on ground in those regions, in those cities. Could be from a
Okay.
pilot
Okay.
perspective or could be from a long-term
Hmm.
perspective. And again, it's all on
Okay.
technologies. We're looking at
Okay.
digitizing waters, and water is a lot of a circular thing, right? So,
Okay.
so most of the work is
Very
based
interesting.
on that.
Awesome. Awesome. Are you a reader, Vikram? Do you read books? Do you watch Netflix? What do you do?
I read about three newspapers a day. That's
All
religiously I
right.
do it. It doesn't
Okay.
matter, how many kilograms that weighs. I also look at a lot of the way how people advertise their products. And then I've
Okay.
been
Okay.
a marketing student in the past, so that
Ah,
keeps me
interesting.
interesting. How does the same product gets repeatedly advertised by, one
Okay.
company and then the industry, and try to keep those cues. See
Okay.
those will help us. In terms of understanding, what goes on when a customer or when a company is trying to sell their car. What are they thinking of from a
Okay.
customer perspective? What are those features
Okay.
which they're looking
Brilliant.
to
Brilliant.
sell and do it? And we see if we can adopt some of those features in our in our working.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Thanks, Vikram. Gokul, how are things, my friend? What's the new stuff that you're doing?
So new stuffs. I'm more interested in this. I can say inspired in design thinking,
Okay,
and I
okay.
have a good books of design thinking. So one is good in like Change by Design
Change
by
by design.
yeah, Tim Brown, CEO of IDEO. So it has a lot of examples, like even starting from a startup as well as the corporates like Uber and big ones.
Okay.
How did they struggle and how design thinking actually helped them to uh, change the business model or change the strategy, and what was the outcome. So what I see is like in Minion Labs, since it's a startup, the design thinking and these things has
Mhm.
to come from itself. So I actually most of the time I look into this. How do we
Okay.
how where can we be a little different and do something innovative?
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
And
Nice.
by the
Nice.
way, we actually like rely on this Zoho platform,
Okay. Okay.
and not just in COVID-19. From 2016, we used to be there in Zoho.
Okay.
There's a
Okay.
lot of sales and marketing tools like CRM and surveys, campaigns, and then there are finance
Mhm.
also,
Okay.
where like it connects with your bank and automatically does the reconciliation and all. It really helps. And also in email and collaborations, we use a chat bot called Click, which is
Okay.
also from Zoho,
All
and
right.
that also helps us to keep in track of the projects and meetings. And we also keep it has also inbuilt drive also. We just need to
Okay.
mention the name. The bot actually brings that particular file. And apart from that, there
Awesome.
are a
So.
lot of human resources and custom solutions. The specialty is everything is interconnected. So it
Okay.
starts from like I come and meet you, and I get your business card, and all I need to do is put your email ID there, and from there
Okay.
the automation starts. It sends an automatic
Okay.
emailer, and then it sees
Okay.
whether you're replying back, and if you're
Uh-huh.
replying, what sort of words is that, and is it a
Okay.
sales or is it a something else? Then it divides, and it ends till the sales closure, and it
Mm-hmm.
also tracks with the inventory whether the product is there or not, and how
Okay.
many product, how many can be like tackled. So everything is
Wow.
interconnected. So that actually,
Incredible.
since we already
Incredible.
have a infrastructure there, that actually helped us in
Okay.
this COVID-19 to
Okay.
have
I
this
should learn from
everything.
you, man. I should learn from you about sales and marketing, guys. Seriously. I would expect to,
Well, like
no, seriously, Gokul, I'm not joking. Seriously, I think both you and Vikram have got so much to share and so much to teach all of us, right?
we
And I
are
want
a
to just,
bunch of
yeah.
lazy kids here, and we wanted everything automated and everything to be there, and
Ah,
that actually helped us.
oh God, amazing boss. No, no, seriously, Gokul, I'm not joking, okay? I want to learn a lot from you, buddy. Seriously. No, I'm not joking. And I want to just give you one more statistics that's happening right now, right? Our number of viewers are actually going up and they're staying on the chat. Usually what happens is after 1 hour, there's fatigue, people drop off. We actually have more people joining us. Isn't that incredible, Gokul?
That
I
is
mean, I'm so
awesome.
I'm actually feeling bad to stop the chat, right? And no,
That
Vikram is just back. Hey, but
that's
Vikram, I
your
was just
marketing.
sharing with.
That's your
I
marketing.
was just. Arey, no, no, no,
Absolutely.
please, please, please. No, 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 not at all, not at all. You guys, since we're talking, right? See, I want to also share with the audience right now. For example, Vikram, you have done work with UK, you've done work with Israel. Gokul, you have done a lot of stuff with other foreign embassies, and how do you crack this? Because there is a very high standard of preparation. There are thousands of applications for just one, opportunity, right? So, what is the prep that you guys do? Are you okay to share that? I mean, if you're comfortable,
Uh, Most of the times people feel it was luck.
but it's not. It's not luck.
It is not luck.
We know it's not luck. It's not
Not
luck.
luck.
So, are you okay to share a few things here and there? If you're okay,
I think you should do your
go.
ground research well. You should understand the objectives on both sides. And I think if you're
Okay.
meeting, the objectives, like if you were to get into a transaction, if both the parties or if all the parties involved in the whole work, in the
Hmm.
transaction does not make a profit, then the deal will never happen. So I
Okay.
always see,
Okay. Interesting.
so I always see that from that perspective, that there should be in something in for the other side as well. It could be lesser than what it is for you, but if there is no
Okay.
in
Okay.
anything in for the other party, then the deal will just collapse. The deal could be,
All right.
getting an introduction. The deal could be doing anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So there should be something. It
Interesting.
need not be monetary always. Sometimes it is more social, right? Sometimes it is more
Okay.
personal
Awesome.
motivation to do it.
Okay, very interesting. Because Vikram, I mean, some of our friends from AB and Bev and all that, right? So they've been saying this very clearly. Show the PNL impact. Okay. I mean, the two essential matters that you talk about is not just saying that this could happen, or whatever it is, but show what is, as you said, what's in it for you, what's in it for them. You show the
Absolutely.
PNL impact, you show in cost savings or whatever it is, people will love you for it. And the
So
second thing I think second thing that they say, and I want you guys to comment on this, right? You can't say that I will do this and after 6 months you'll see something. Now the expectation is 6 weeks, 8 weeks. You're supposed to show impact. So what is your thought process around that, guys? I mean, can you throw some light around this for the audience and founders? By the way, the viewership is increasing, so we got to keep talking. Okay, don't stop. Sorry, if you don't mind.
okay. I feel if the impact is not tangible, if it is not immediate, right? See, all of us need
Okay.
instant gratification these days. None of us want to kind of, keep longing on for those hours, for those weeks, for those days to see the results coming in. So if you're hungry today and if
Okay.
you're hungry right now, you need something which will satisfy your hunger right away. I can say that I'll
Hmm.
give you a golden cheese pizza tomorrow morning. Can you stay hungry for the whole
Mm-hmm.
day? You'll say sorry. But if I
No,
give
man.
you a
No, no. And
right, but if
hmm.
I give you a plain bread right now, you will actually take up
Ah,
the plain bread and not wait for the cheese
okay.
pizza
Okay.
tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So if you're
Interesting.
able to build
Interesting.
that instant gratification and deliver what you have
Okay.
promised, be honest with
All right.
your submissions, that don't overpromise that my product can do this, do that, do this. Just say what it
Okay.
can do
Okay.
in simple language. You don't have to use rosy pictures. You don't have to get anyone kind of do the selling, right? Let the product sell for
Hmm.
itself.
Okay. Okay.
So I believe,
Interesting.
being honest with what it can do and what it cannot do. Let the
Okay.
customer know that this product cannot do this. So he will not fret on you. He will not, put his anger on you. And then you try to tell him that, no, I'm going to do some sort of an adjustment in the future to come. He's not going to like it. But you say,
Okay.
this cannot do it today. You please start using the product. But I believe in the next six
Okay.
months, next 3 months, the product will be able to upgrade to this feature as well. Say if it's a software,
Okay.
the if it's a hardware, then we see, the product will be able to add up to this capacity when we make this change. But then right now, probably it's in a test phase, or probably it is still even on an idea phase. You give your inputs. We will, since we are still on the idea phase, we're still trying to design, make the product from the hardware perspective slightly better. Your inputs
Mm-hmm.
will add up to you. So the customer will actually,
Okay.
will become your collaborator. He will not
Okay.
get annoyed on, why the product is not performing to say a particular specification or to a particular
Mm-hmm.
requirement. So, make
So
him
Vikram, what if I
keep your free R&D
Vikram, I'm
sessions.
sorry. Okay, Vikram, I'll ask you a practical question now. See, you have done so many of these things, right?
Yeah.
Did you face kind of situations like this where you submitted something, you were in discussion, but you had to make some pivots, you had to make some changes because of feedback? If you don't mind me asking you this, I'm sorry.
We have been doing that from day one. That's the
Okay.
only way your product will improve. That's the only way your experience which you want to deliver will go high. If
Mm-hmm.
we had, I think our product has gone 8 iterations in the last 3.5 years. And those
Wow. Wow.
iterations were physical hardware. In terms of software backend experience, we have done umpteen. We have lost count on that.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
So,
Very interesting.
and I think that's the only reason why our waiting list is going up. Why our pre-orders are only going up and never seen a downside.
Oh, brilliant, buddy. So happy for you, Vikram.
Thank you.
And when you say that, you have a team, right? And I mean, it's not just about you, whatever it is, right? So what is the constant learning or iteration methodologies that you'll use? I mean, I'm not just talking about Scrum or something because it's a hardware product,
Mhm.
but how do you do it? I mean, I just want to understand this. And Gokul, I'm going to ask you also the same, inputs.
So we
Like,
actually
how do you like?
So
Uh,
we have this policy called, don't poke your nose in others' jobs. So,
oh
you do
my God.
what you're good at. So all our
Okay.
team is
Okay. Interesting.
segregated. He or she is responsible for anything happening, say, to that particular department, to that particular job section. If things are not working out, we all will get together and we'll make it work. But then, if someone is supposed to be working on sensors, he works only on sensors. I will not interfere in
Mm-hmm.
his job. Like nobody interferes in my job
Okay.
on the strategy in the alliance side. Nobody, I don't
Mm-hmm.
interfere in the operation side. Operation guy does his work better. But if
Yeah.
things don't
Yeah.
go wrong,
Yeah.
we come back again and then we do a common learning that let's understand why things are
Okay.
not working in some way, and then we try to
Mm-hmm.
merge that up and then have common learnings because all of us are not superhuman.
Okay.
And but
Okay. Okay.
most of the times, I think it's the responsibility which has been given. We also give them an authority to take a decision as well.
Wow.
Given
Awesome. Super
responsibility with
awesome.
no authority, doesn't lead, doesn't build a great team.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Got
it's
it.
been
Got it.
3.5 years.
Right.
All of us have found something magical. All of us have unique
Okay.
strengths which probably we have not utilized it yet, and they
Okay.
can we can just contribute on cross teams as well.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Fantastic, Vikram. Thank you so much. Gokul, your inputs on these.
Sure. Starting from the first, how do I crack these deals and how do I go is a day before I used to sit and prep. And since I lack an experience, I'm like hardly a 4 years into this
Don't be
entrepreneur.
modest. Gokul, don't be modest.
So I used to have a business coach for myself, both in
Okay.
business as well as
Okay.
personal coach. And she
Mm-hmm.
comes from a behind of around 22 years experience. So
Okay.
if it is going to be a meeting, a corporate meet, or there is a deal cracking meeting, or if there is an embassy meeting tomorrow, I'll sit today. This is what their expectation. We go through what is the expectation of the other party and what we can do, and we sit and brainstorm, is there anything else we can do, and we finalize, and that's what I'm gonna sit and we talk. So it's not just
Okay.
on the show I go and like do a show and crack the deal, but it never happened. I used to do a lot of preparations at the back. And talking on to the team, so since I have a experienced team, not even a person who's like underaged than me. All are like more than 26 and 27 and 40 plus years. So they know their responsibilities without I have to tell and guide them.
Okay.
So it
Interesting. Nice.
keeps
Nice.
running, and kind of automation, what is Minion Labs goes on.
Awesome.
So we use
Awesome.
as a whole, that's also an automation and completely like here also automated.